Hi guys, it's Christian from Smart Homes. I'm going to do a video on lighting control using Loxone. This video is aimed at helping our clients get a better understanding how to use the lights within their project. Now, we'll start with the central tab. Usually we would program a lighting central tile that allows you to see all the zones, rooms, areas of the project. We're using the Smart 27, which is our show space in York. You're welcome to book an appointment to come and see and learn more about Loxone and what we can do for your project. In here we have, you can see our rooms: dining room, bathroom, hallway, kitchen. You can see everything's off at the moment. You can select multiple areas and turn them on, and you can see they'd go to bright, or you could turn them off. Also, if you select a individual area, say bathroom, the bottom right, you'll see more. Then that'll take you directly to the tile for that room, where you can see the zones that are in that area. You could select them, which will turn, as you can see, it goes green here, to show that that light is on and the mood that is selected is relaxing. Each time you click on the switch, it basically would scroll down this list and off if that was included. You can click more to then view the actual circuits in that room for you to edit. I'm going to come back to here because I'm going to show you a different way to get to there. So that's one way of going to the lights in areas in your house or your project. If we click on rooms, we can go to, for example, kitchen. You can see your lighting tile in here, or you could click on categories, lighting, and then again you can see all of the rooms that have a lights available, either be a dimmer or a relay. Kitchen, which is one we've already been to, look, we can see again, we can click on that, and again we can click more. By clicking more, we can see the available circuits in that room. So we've got some spotlights and pendants, and on the kickboard we've got some LED, which is colour. If you see that there's like a green or a red or colour down here, that usually indicates that you can do more than just dim it up and down or turn it on and off. Here you'll see a little dot to show that you can click on it to show that there's actually a mixing wheel, and you can actually use that to mix any colour you want. So you might want to mix blue, and you can click on that wheel here, the little wheel, to go to just whites, either cool white, warm white, or natural. Depending on which LEDs have been installed, depends on exactly how that may behave. If it's RGB white, it would be adding blue or red. If you have a true CCTV color correction strip, then you will be able to actually get a much nicer effect out of this. And if you don't have any color like RGB white available mixing, then this option potentially won't even be available. Daylight control is a feature that if you can color mix your color correction, then you could have it to mimic the sun and the light. So, you know, at sunrise it'd be more warm white and so on during the day. This is supposed to be quite good, have good health benefits. Or you can untick that. This is showing that this is on 100%. You can dim it from here. And if you go back, you'll see that that shows the colour that the kickboards have been left on and how bright they are. Standard dimming channels are fairly straightforward. You simply just turn the dial up to however bright you want them to be, between 0 and 100. That there isn't really a lot else to it. The master brightness is the overall. So if I set a scene where the spots are on 40, you know, like this, they're all sort of different. This is the overall brightness. So if I turn that up, everything in proportion turns up or down. If I then like the mood I've just created, I can click Save Mood, and I could either overwrite one of the existing ones by clicking on it and then clicking on the tick, or I can create a new mood and it'll ask me to type in a description, and then I just press tick and it will add this new mood down here. You can change the name of the moods later if required by clicking on Edit Moods, and the little cog, and again you can change it. So maybe you go, ooh, actually this is not very nice, it'd be nice to have had a capital in there, and away you go. In this edit mood, you're actually able to change the position of them. So at the moment you can see this is below off. If I quite like to have them so they're organized with off at the bottom, and the green box with the plus in it indicates whether the mood will be scrolled through when using the switch. So every time you click the switch, it will basically include this. If you don't want to include off, then you just untick that. In order to turn the lights off, you'd have to use double click. I tend to double click for off anyway, so sometimes I tend to like using it like this. Could be a scenario. It's personal preference. You may have this night mode is used for, as you can see here, when the house is in night mode, that this symbol indicates which scenes will be triggered by motion. By default, during the day tends to be bright. We usually set it up for our clients that they have a night mode, and when night mode's on, that's the scene that will be selected. You might not want that scene to actually be available on the switch. There we go. Okay, fairly straightforward. Again, edit moods, you can go on there. I'm actually going to delete mood because I don't want that one. So if you just click delete, that will remove that mood from your list. And go back. So I've explained what these little symbols mean with the man and the circles around. That is to do with the scenes that are triggered by motion. You can see now, because I've been fiddling, it's a custom mood. It's none of these, but the lights are on, and it's that just because you're thinking, oh, the lights are on, but it hasn't selected anything. I can select a mood, and it'll then go to that. The plus symbol is if you want to mix a mood. So that's now going to mix those two moods together, and then you can unmix them by clicking on the X. History just shows history of what's been going on. So mood's been adapted. You can see that I've been editing the mood here. So obviously more is to show the scene. So if I click on night, you can see that night, this is red, it's on 25%, and that's it. That's the only light on. Bright, everything's on 80%, and this is a nice bright white colour. If you want to name the circuit, so pendants you might not call pendants, maybe you prefer to call it under counter rather than kickballs or something like that, you click on this cog here, and the lighting circuits 1, 2, 3 that we have in here, you just simply relabel. Okay, so I think that pretty much sums up the use of the lighting function tile. I will do a separate video to show lights and how we can automate them using the autopilot designer, automatic designer, keep changing the name of it, because it's kind of a separate subject and it kind of crosses into different things. One thing I hadn't shown you because of that particular kitchen didn't have it is, if it isn't dimmable, then the circuit would just be a switch. So the backlight isn't dimmable, it's just on or off. Okay, I hope that helps.